What is going on, everybody? Today we're back with a bit of a different deck. This is Vectus Mage. It's a burn deck, it's a tempo deck, and it's kind of a combo deck. You really want to tempo and burn out your opponents. Don't worry so much about comboing. The video you will see we did do some comboing, but the idea is that your deck runs some death rattles like Rustsworn Initiate, which summons a spell damage 1/1, Star Scryer, which draws a spell from your deck, Astromancer Solarian, which shuffles Solarian Prime into your deck, and Violet's Spellwing, which adds Arcane Missiles to your hand. And the idea is you can kind of copy some of those death rattles with Vectus. I had him in Golden from when I opened up packs initially, so I had this kind of pre-made. I learned about this deck in RonMexico's Twitch chat. I'll link his Twitch channel below. He's an awesome streamer, really positive guy in the community. And two players, Bach for Life and Brushy Tuna, were kind of talking about the deck. And the first time I heard about it, I thought it was kind of a meme deck. And it turns out that Bach for Life got top 200 legend with this deck. Him and Brushy Tuna, or Bushy Tuna, I apologize for missaying your name, but Tuna and him were arguing about Mozaki Master Duelist. In this game, you will see that Mozaki actually closes out the game, and I don't play Vectus in this game, even though this is a Vectus deck. There was a game that I failed to record. I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for it, but I generated Solarian Prime with the Primordial Studies, the original Solarian Astromancer, and then one-off Vectus to shuffle 3, and I played all 3. My opponent did send me a very angry friend request, which I accepted and immediately deleted because I don't really care for that negativity. But you have a lot of spell damage in this deck to boost up Raz Frost Whisper. You have some burn to close out the game in Fireball and Frostbolt. It's also good against Bomb Warrior and Soul Demon Hunter. And like with every mage deck, you have Evocation, which is just a 0 mana spell with Sorcerer's Apprentice. And you have some tempo tools like Firebrand to kind of keep you able to survive the early game, as well as Ray of Frost to keep your opponent at bay. I will say you have to put in some reps with this deck if you want to be successful. I wish I could show you more than one game in this video, but like I said, I did not record the first one that was just amazing against the Libram Paladin. Still kicking myself in the butt for it. But guys, enjoy the video that you're about to watch. I'll see you later. Maybe more of this deck, not sure yet. Kind of had a hard time doing some reps with it, but we'll see. It's always fun to learn deck. But guys, until next time, like and subscribe, and thank you so much.
Jaina versus Jaina.
So I think we want a tempo,
Oh, it is on.
and I think we want to draw. I don't think we want Sorcerer's Apprentice early on. I don't really want the Frostbolt either, but it's not really much we can do. This is the best one. It's a tempo play. It's not my favorite play, but it is a play. We really want to get like Solarian Primes going. Let's pop some pumpkins. Smash some pumpkins.
The world is a vampire.
Maybe they just disconnected and we're going to win because of that. So we can play 2 spell damage minions this turn. I think that's pretty hard for them to deal with. And then we can draw afterwards. I'd like it. We can draw 3 cards next turn. I think it's very hard for them to deal with this. They can Ray of Frost one of them. Magic Trick does not clear my board. Okay, cool. So let's draw some cards. Source Apprentice is pretty good. This is going to be okay. Another Cram Session is really nice too. So I think we're actually just going to freeze this minion so it's hard, they can't trade. And we can just kind of go face. So what are we doing next turn? Hopefully drawing again. We go Sorcerer Apprentice, draw. I don't know, I don't love that play. We need to keep generating value. We need to get Solarian Prime to die. Solarian to die. Coin into what? So they drop 2. Okay. Can draw 2 more next turn. Spellwing's pretty nice. Let's do this. Wrath is really good. Evocation's fine. This is pretty good with Sorcerer's Apprentice. So I want to keep this alive as long as we can. So actually, let's hit this here. We'll play this. This will go there. And then this can go face. So again, we are freezing because we want to make it awkward for them to trade. If they use 2 mana to ping this, that's great. And then we can go into Ras next turn. And on 7, we do eventually we'll if we can draw enough spells. That's unfortunate. This does not clear my board though. So how do we want to do this? Because I don't think we're playing Raz this turn with the amount of stuff they have on board. So I think what we're going to do first is I want to save all these spells for a pretty decent Mozaki turn on 7. So let's play this first. Get some wands free. Potions of Illusion's probably the best value generator in this matchup. And then we can take this off board with the Frostbolts. And then we can take this off board with the Trick. So the Frostbolt losing is kind of sucky. And on 7, we really want to start drawing some more 1-cost spells. A more Ray of Frost would be nice. If Wand Thief lives, we can Potions of Illusion it, which is interesting. We can also play just a naked Raz next turn. I don't think that's a bad play. That's fine by me. Other Frostbolt's kind of nice. Shadow Weaver's actually a pretty decent play here too, because we're never killing this with Raz. So let's play this there, and then we can go face. So I think the sooner we start going off with Sorcerer's Apprentice, the better. It makes it very hard for them to deal with Mozaki. That being said, it does leave us pretty vulnerable, and we only get spell damage times 2, essentially. If Sid survives, we are in a very good spot, and I don't think Evocation is going to do what we need to. So they are going to get a Shenvala off. So I think what we're going to do instead is play Sorcerer's Apprentice. It might die. So we Sorcerer's Apprentice and we're left with 5 mana. What are we doing with that 5 mana though, right? Like, that's not... So I think we do Fireball this. This has to die. Every time. We can play this. And we can chill. 5/5s are kind of scary, but the Shenvala needs to die. And every turn we get away from... That's fine. That's not a big deal. it is annoying, but it's not a big deal. Especially because now this is a really good turn with those, and we can actually freeze some stuff too. Does explode? I would really love to draw a Ray of Frost off the top. Ray of Frost off the top would be like the best draw right now. That's a Ray of Frost off the top, so. Let's actually hit this first, then hit there. We can then hit here. We can, I don't think we evo this turn. We'll go with that right there. And then we can go face for 1. I think it's very hard for them to deal with 3/8, especially if they've already used Evolving Missiles. And then next turn we can Potion of Illusions if we want to. I think we're probably Evocationing first. The fact that it's not immediately dead is really nice. Making sure I'm recording, because I'm paranoid about it. We are still recording, cool. So if they have Evocation, that could suck because they can get Polymorph or Evolving Missiles off of that. That's not that card though. And then this is dealing 5 to all enemies. So I think we are playing this and this next turn. Not even killing this is really nice too. Alternatively, we can just play this and this. Lab Partner's good. Okay, still alive. This is dead though. We get 1 Ray of Frost. Okay. So I think the best play is Roz into Potion of Illusion. That way we can buff this up again. And deal 6. This way, yep. Evocation, okay. So that's okay, because we are going to go off again next turn. Yep. Mana Cyclone's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. I'll be very happy with Evocation cost 2 though. So they are going to Mana Cyclone this turn. Yep. And this will clear their board. We can also play Vectus. I don't think we're playing Vectus this turn. So let's say we get off the Evocation. We can Mirror Image first. Then we can freeze their face. Then let's play a Spellbinder. Yep. And then we'll go in dealing a bunch of damage to our opponents. And this might just get us there. And then this is going to deal some damage to our 6 or a 1. They have to heal this turn, or we just Hero Power them to death. So I think they're hoping for something that heals them here. Neither of these do, which is really nice. And they're going to Hero Power their face. They found lethal. And if we got Vectus, it would have even got some more value, so that's awesome. It's not the game that I recorded the first time. That was still a good game. It's a good show of how this deck kind of works.